Roanoke's Jefferson Center turns 100 this year. The old high school has been an arts and community center for decades now, but if the community wants it to continue into its next 100 years, it'll take millions to fix 30 years of wear and tear. Whether it's entertainment in Shaftman Performance Hall, students learning in the music lab, or nonprofits getting a bit of a break on their office space, the Jefferson Center is a part of the fabric of today's Roanoke.
Wow, it's pretty up here.
Yeah.
Man, look at that.
But the iconic building goes back a whole century.
Jefferson had a terrific football team. We would beat Andrew Lewis every damn year.
To when it was a high school in Roanoke.
And this is what I looked like then.
Verlyn Simmons Key graduated in 1960. Look at that.
Honored to be homecoming queen that year.
She tells me her classmates still have get-togethers.
It's just, we all have that feeling that this is a special place and we want to make sure it stays.
And when it comes to the programming in the Shaftman Performance Hall, the people running the Jeff Center want the same thing.
I book the bands that perform here.
Jamie Cheatwood says more people came last year than ever before.
It has gone very well. We've seen over 50% increase in attendees ages 19 to 35 in the last couple years.
The home to the Magicians had sat empty for years after the school closed, but a group formed to see if it could be saved in the 1980s, headed by Dollhouse.
There were elements in the community, even on city council, who thought it would be better just to tear it down.
Why not tear it down?
Well, hello, look what you're sitting in.
Dollhouse and other leading business people evolved a model where classrooms would be converted into office space for community organizations. Fitzpatrick Hall emerged from what was once the auto shop, and finally, the Shaftman Performing Arts Center became a home for musical and artistic performances. 3 separate capital fundraising campaigns that raised close to $20 million. But now the building is, once again, showing its age, for the most part, in places the public doesn't see. Buckets catch water from the leaky roof. So Cyrus, we're kind of on the roof up here. Show me what's going on with this tarp.
So this is just an example of some of the patching we do, of course, over time to make sure as little water as possible gets through.
Pace estimates that more than 1 million people have attended events at the center over the last 3 decades. But he says ticket sales and rent from tenants only covers operating expenses. There's no budget for long-term maintenance of things like heating and cooling, the fire alarm system, and this smoke evacuation unit for the atrium. Engineers estimate the building needs $6 million worth of TLC.
What basically happened is this building did exactly what it was supposed to do for the community. And we just now are getting to that point where the lifespan of many of the systems that are supporting what we do here are at their age point. They've lived their life, basically.
And this is how we close the song, right? And that's how we pretty much write songs here at the Music Lab.
These days, the Music Lab, led by Brian Waits, teaches Roanoke youth the recording business, launching several successful careers like beatmaker Stimulator Jones. And if Dollhouse and Simmons Key are the old guard,
I hope the city and the people who live here, not just the alumni, will continue to support the Jefferson Center.
But do you think City Council needs to continue to fund this building?
They own it. Why would you have a 111,000 foot building that's already had almost $20 million invested in it go to pot?
Waits is a part of the new guard at Jefferson Center.
If this Music Lab did not exist, there would be no place in Roanoke to pretty much cultivate musicians anymore.
And Pace has to find a way to keep the lights on and the music playing.
So you need some city funds to make this happen?
Yeah, I don't see a pathway at this juncture that doesn't include a change in a more collaborative relationship with the city of Roanoke.
So for now, the conversation with the city is somewhat informal, but those discussions are happening this week.